Hi everyone, it's Melissa. Wanted to, before we get into our next video, which is going to be a makeup challenge in commemoration of Pride Month, wanted to just check in with everyone. I know it's been weeks since the last video I posted up. Reason why I haven't been very frequent with posting more content is just given the nature of what's going on with the trends in the United States, with the white terrorism on Black people, specifically the police, and all the deaths that have occurred. I've really taken this time not only dealing with my own personal situations and circumstances, but also just really trying to grasp what's going on, do my research in terms of watching the news, reading the news, re-educating myself, just with all these systematic racist issues, like really just trying to, I guess, make sense of what's going on. And I think honestly, I hate to say, you really can't make sense of it. With the deaths of George Floyd, where we all saw that on social media of how he died, the fact that the officer placed a knee on his neck for over 8 minutes and 46 seconds, and to watch that, I mean, it's horrible. And then of course Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, I mean, the fact that the officers have not been arrested yet for Breonna Taylor, and she passed on months ago. I mean, it's all crazy. And then you're hearing about Black people died from being hung on a tree, and how the states are saying it's suicide. I mean, come on. I can't grasp that. I mean, we all know what the historical aesthetic is of being hung from a tree. We all know that that's lynching, but to say that that is suicide, I mean, from what I know about lynching, I mean, I've read a New York Times article, which I can link down below, is that as of now, lynching is not considered as a federal crime in the United States. This was something that was presented to Congress back in 1900. And ever since then, I feel like, based on what I've read, it's been put on the back burner. A lot of officials from many states, including our Senator Cory Booker, I believe, they were trying to push this to Congress and say, listen, we gotta, really gotta treat this not just as a hate crime, but as a federal crime, and make sure that the convictions and sentences are very punitive, because historically this is just the most horrific type of death among Black people, among many races. But it's just, I mean, what the hell? It's just like too much is going on. And what can we do? What can I do? I know a lot of other things I've been looking at is blog posts that discuss about privilege. We all know about white privilege, but is there privilege among other ethnicities, other races, including my own? I'm a Latina woman, but I never once thought, do I have privilege based on my skin tone, based on my hair texture? Can I ever think of a time where, okay, I might have faced some form of discrimination, some form of someone being prejudiced towards me, or making generalizations and stereotypes, but it's nothing compared to what my Black friends, my Black mentors, my Black colleagues have experienced. And for those who know me personally, who are in my circle, I've always been pro-Black. I've always acculturated to Black culture. There were times in my family where we lived on the block. We were one of the few Latino families, and our friends, our neighbors were Black. And we never saw color until we got older. So I've always been pro-Black. I've always acculturated to the culture. I've been influenced. Many of the people in all walks of my life, whether it's through education, my career, anything, a lot of people that have trained me, made me the person who I am, the professional I am, they were Black people. And so I definitely have to speak out. I definitely have to do my part and, bring some form of awareness, because again, like, I know I don't post a lot on my social media, especially when it comes to politics, but when it comes to things like this where we gotta, take a second look, I want to do my part and just bring some kind of awareness, use my platform, especially this YouTube channel, to just talk about the issues. I definitely think there's a lot that I can learn from. There's a lot that I could discuss. As far as educating someone about racism and what to do and what not to do, I mean, I don't think that's anyone's job. It's not mine. It's not a Black person's job. It's not a Latino person's job or an Afro-Latino person's job. I think all we could do is encourage each other to discuss about these issues and, just bring on the awareness, take some action. I know a lot of people, they have been protesting. I've been sending a lot of texts, trying to donate some money to, I believe Black Lives Matter. They have a donating fund, the Innovator Project. There's a lot of places where you could donate to, and I'll definitely try to find the resources and put that in the description box of this video. People have been sending emails. I know I sent one. This is all just the beginning. They say that this is a movement, not a moment, and I definitely believe that. I think now is the time that we gotta really take action in order to see change. As far as what I plan on doing on this platform, as well as my Instagram, is I want to continue to support local Black businesses, including restaurants, maybe some clothing. Definitely want to look into that. Definitely the beauty products. I want to buy Black. I definitely want to, I already love Fenty Beauty. I already love Juvia's Place, but I want to explore other beauty brands and other beauty skincare brands and review them on my channel. And I don't want sponsored content. I don't get that on the regular. But I want to just buy for my own dollar. I'm looking into the lip bar. I'm looking into Color Durain, Uomo Beauty. There's a lot of brands, Urban RX Skincare. Like, I'm looking at a lot of brands and what I could buy. Of course, it's definitely going to take time with the shipping. There is somewhat of shipping delays going on, but I'm definitely looking into that. My goal is to do a full tutorial of all Black beauty-owned products. So that's going to be my next thing, is to invest in those products and bring them onto this channel and just talk about them, because I feel like this is something I've always considered doing, but now there's no greater time than to do so. And I'm not doing this as a PR stunt. I'm not doing this for clout or like just whatever. I'm not trying to be down. This is definitely something that I'm doing because I feel like it's time. I feel like, I gotta put my money where my mouth is. I've always supported other brands. I've always supported brands that don't necessarily, I don't really know if they put in inclusivity that much. I'm not trying to call out these brands, but like, I've always loved Tarte. I always loved NARS. I'm looking around right now. Wet n Wild. Like, I've always loved these kind of brands, but I'm like, okay, what have they done? What have they been doing for people of color, specifically Black people? Have they been including them? Are there enough options for them in terms of shade range? Not trying to call out Tarte, but let's be honest, I can't, like, if I was to go on a shopping trip with one of my friends who has a darker, deeper skin tone than me, I know for certain when we go to the Tarte section in Sephora, they can't necessarily get the same amount of products that I can, based on their complexion, whether it's the undertone, whether it's, they just don't have their shade. I know for me, I struggle between each foundation type of product because, the shade range, it jumps. So I'm really hoping that a lot of beauty brands are not just donating money and saying what they're going to do internally and externally for their company, but I really hope they're going to put out better products. And I really hope they're going to put in women of color of all shade range, mainly deep, darker shade range, and just feature them on their campaigns, on their ads, whether it's digital media or print media. It would be really nice, to see that. And then closing off this discussion, aside from what I'm doing personally, not just with this part of my livelihood, which is the YouTube channel and my Instagram and, you know, just my whole beauty enthusiast passion project thing, I'm also speaking out. You know, I'm doing my part with my regular 9-to-5 job. Some of you know, I work for Rent the Runway, which is a clothing rental company that ships all throughout the United States. I've been working there. It's gonna be 2 years in July, and pretty much I'm just gonna say this right here. There's a lot of groundwork to do within my company that I work for, and I'm working on being a part of that change. I'm speaking out on a lot of things. I'm calling out on a lot of practices and things that we can do better. And, you know, I've been taking time into that, even though right now I'm working part-time. Anytime that I have set aside to discuss, you know, I'm definitely doing that. I'm definitely taking notes, researching what other companies have done that have worked and what we can do. And I'm hoping that very soon we could see change. Not even for myself, but for, like I said, my Black colleagues, my Black mentors. The fact that, from what I've heard, many of them don't feel included in the company. Many of them feel silenced or muted. They don't feel like they are valued. They don't feel like they, and that really hurts. Because like I said, so at some point, yes, I kind of feel that way too. But what makes it even worse is someone, like in a way, like I said, like I feel like in a way, Latinos can have, you know, some type of privilege too, or any other race group, whether it's Asian, Pacific Island, like any other ethnicity can feel some form of privilege just based on how their skin tone looks, their hair texture, other physical characteristics. So the fact that I have people who have trained me, people who have inspired me, people who I feel like are a lot better, you know, I can say that there are a lot of people who work just as hard, if not more than I do. And I give them I give them the credit. I always, whenever I ask a question and they come through and help me, I always say thank you. I always extend my gratitude, because that person doesn't have to help. I think in working in beauty and fashion, it's very competitive, or any workplace, any field, it can be very competitive. So whenever someone helps you, even if it's something as small or as big, always, you know, extend your gratitude. And I think that's why when it comes to just tying back to the work that we're doing for Rent the Runway internally and externally, you know, I definitely am trying to do my part and just speak out, and hoping that, you know, like more people, more of my colleagues can speak out, and also just hoping that there's change. In order to create change, we have to take action. So but I'm gonna close off now. We're gonna get into the video. This is not gonna be the last conversation regarding this topic. I'm gonna talk about it as much as I can. I'm gonna bring out a lot more resources as much as I can. Feel free to comment below on your thoughts. Sorry, that's the train. Just gonna let the train pass. Okay, so I think the train just finished passing. But yeah, we're just definitely, I want to hear from you guys, your thoughts, anything that I should be looking at, or, you know, and it's not about just teaching racism or educating someone on what to do and what not to do. It's like, what are we missing? What are we not getting, or whatever? Like, you know, pretty much aside from what I'm doing on the regular, I'm also trying to watch documentaries on Netflix. I know there's a lot of resources on there. And so I'm just, like I said, I'm going to keep discussing this, and, you know, hopefully we can all get something out of it. So, okay. Now we're going to get into the makeup challenge video. It is in commemoration of Pride Month. I know I'm very late with it. Very sorry about that. But hopefully we can have some fun. So actually, let me clip my hair. I don't know if you guys noticed, I cut my hair. I kind of did just a blunt bob, and this was a cut I planned on way before COVID. I actually wanted a pixie cut, but my hairstylist, she was like, no, you don't got the face for it. She kind of felt like this kind of cut was more suitable, and I'm glad that I listened to her, because honestly I don't think I was really ready to cut off all that hair. But I love it a lot, and I've been having fun doing a lot of hairstyles, a lot of blowouts, trying new things. I've been buying a lot of hair products. So definitely in the next coming videos, I want to show you guys what I've been using to create these looks, and some awesome products that you can try for yourself. The palette we're going to use is the Anastasia Alyssa Edwards palette. This, if you guys haven't seen it, it's a very colorful palette. One of my favorites from Anastasia. There's like probably so far just one shade that I don't like, and that's the Beyond shade. And the reason is because it is supposed to be a glittery kind of shimmer shade, but I feel like it doesn't come out. Like I have to put in a lot to make it work. Other than that, I love the whole entire palette. And I don't say that often with eyeshadow palettes. So I'm gonna jump right into it. I did do my complexion and brows off camera, so we're gonna go straight to the eyes. Typically I do not do my eyes after my foundation. I always do my eyes first, but you know, I feel like maybe it'll be a lot of fun in this video if I play with a colorful palette and, you know, just hopefully there's no fallout, but we'll see. Right now, and I look crazy in the under eye, don't worry guys. I'm gonna blend that in. But just to show you guys, I'm using the P. Louise base. This is rumor number 2. I've been using this for quite a while. I do enjoy it. Definitely, I like how it kind of evens out my eyelid, because I do have some veins that does show up, and there's also, it's pretty much red, so to keep it neutral I just do that. Now the base kind of got in my under eye, so I kind of just slightly tapped it underneath. I mean, I am gonna put shadow in there. Okay, so far so good. I have like stuff all over, so bear with me guys. So now for the challenge, I have 2 of these cups right here. One cup represents the colors on the palette, another cup represents the eye positions. So there's not that many places to put shadow in, so I'm not gonna be able to use all these colors, but what's gonna make it fun is that I'm gonna pick a random color, pick a random eye position, and then just place the color there. Hopefully this will come out good, but if not, we're just gonna have fun. You know, so pretty much with this palette, this was a gift. I believe Alyssa Edwards, she's a well-known drag queen. I don't know too much about her. I never really watched material, but I mean, this palette, I want to say it came out last year, the year before. I could be totally wrong. I'm definitely going to put in the right launch date somewhere in this video. So now we're going to just shake these up. All right, let me chill. All right, so the color we're going to use first, I'm nervous. Supreme. Yes. Okay, Supreme is this nice peachy color. Now, where are we gonna put Supreme? I don't know. Let's pray to God it's a transition shade, but let's see. Okay, outer corner. That's gonna be interesting. So I'm gonna use, let me see. All right, this brush is good. I'm gonna use, this is an old school Chanel brush. Yeah, I can't remember where I got it. I think it was my mom gave it to me. So now I'm just gonna put this in the outer corner. This color is very pigmented. I mean, all Anastasia shadows are, but oh wait, actually let me, before I even do anything, let me put on some, let me get a big brush. Actually, no, I'll use this brush. I'm gonna put in some loose setting powder underneath my eyes to avoid the fallout. Hopefully this works. I never like doing this type of technique because I feel like what happens is that by me putting stuff there, it's like gonna cause a bake, and I don't like baking at all. That's just not my thing. Worst case scenario, if there's fallout, I could just dust it off, or you know, we'll figure out a way to fix it. But yeah, I don't know, it's not really my thing, but I am looking into definitely I'm looking into Fenty at the moment for some of the newer products, but I'm definitely looking into contouring again. For some of you, you may know that that's never really my technique. I never really like contouring. If anything, what I would do just to create some type of contours, I'll just take one of my brushes, use my bronzer, and make a linear kind of look. But I mean, now it's like, all right, I want to give it a try, see if it's something I could do. Reason why I don't like contouring is because I was just never good at it. I mean, I always did powder contour. I never did like the creams or nothing like that. But now I want to get into creams because I'm not using that many powder products because of my skin type right now. All right, so just to kind of give you a quick look, this corner is more nice and tight. This one is a little out there. So I'm just, instead of picking up more color, I'm just gonna blend it there. I'm not gonna do too much because it's supposed to just be the outer corner. And I'm just putting it underneath, not going into the under eye area, but just kind of like creating a little V shape. All right, we're just gonna leave it like that for now. Okay, so what I'm doing, I'm gonna take each little piece of paper, and just so that I could remember which color I placed it at, I'm gonna just leave it there. Try to keep myself organized. All right, now we're gonna shake again. Okay, let's see. Brick Road. Okay, where's Brick Road? Ooh, it's a yellow one. So now we're gonna use this yellow shade. Where are we gonna put the yellow shade? I don't know. Alrighty. Under eye waterline. Okay, I could definitely dig that. Let's see if I could find a brush. Unfortunately, I did not do my part and wash all my brushes, which I swear I kill myself every time for not doing this. Let me see. I'm actually gonna grab my color swatch thing. Be right back, guys. Okay, there we go, we're back. So this is from Ulta Beauty, the new hue shadow switching pan. Basically this is a tool where you can switch out your color. So you could see the middle part is to kind of dip it in, and then you just go like that. I don't really use this often because I don't necessarily work with color shadows like that. I usually just do warm tones or something, but this definitely comes in clutch. All right, so this is a brush from e.l.f. This is the pointed eye pencil brush, and I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna just pick a light amount of color. And, you know, I'm gonna go at this really gently. I'm just gonna pack it in. So it's gonna show up a little bit, which is fine. I mean, usually what I do, like at first when I'm putting my eyeshadows on, I kind of just start off with a small amount of color, and then once I put my complexion products, then I go back, I fix the concealer, and then I add, you know, I definitely smoke it out. Now it's like I gotta do it a little differently because the complexion is already on, as well as the concealer. So I'm gonna add a little bit more here. What I'll do towards the end of the video is I'm gonna smoke it out even more once, you know, all the colors are back in. I'm just gonna go back to blending. For now, we're just applying the color. Okay, really cute. I think also adding the P. Louise eyeshadow base helped, because I think without it, it would still look very powdery. It's not gonna look as bright. Okay. Now I'm just gonna quickly wiggle the color in, and then after that, that's it. Because see, this is the thing about color palettes. You keep going and going, building and building. Okay. All right, real cute. Now we're gonna keep my little guide. I usually, whatever brushes I use for eyeshadow, I usually leave them out in case I gotta go back and blend. So what we're doing. All right, shake about like maracas and stuff. All right, the next color, headliner. Okay, what's headliner? Oh, I'm like, where is that? It's basically this white color right here, which I can honestly say that's a really great white eyeshadow. All right, and now we're gonna put this white eyeshadow. Top lid color. Ooh, okay. So the top lid color is basically where you put your first lid color and then you put on top. Because, I mean, I don't have a lid color on yet. So what we're gonna do is when we, if I were to select the other lid color option and I select a new color, we're just gonna reverse it. So I'm just gonna put this on all over my lid, just so that I don't cause like confusion. Let me see. I mean, granted, I could pick something else, but I'm like, you know what? I really want to use the color. So we're gonna use this brush right here. It's kind of like a fan brush. It's not too dense. Okay, and I'm gonna work it in the center, because one of the categories with the eye colors is that there is one for the inner corner, and with the inner corner, it's not necessarily just this. It's gonna be like, it's gonna be a pretty big space. So, and my eyelids are already creasing, man. I have oily eyelids. So in the summertime, it's like pivotal that I wear an eyeshadow base. But even when I do, it's like they still crease. So just gotta work the colors in a bit. Okay, so I like how the white, it's pretty much just very light and airy. I like how it's blending. And the reason why I'm using this wide fan kind of a brush is because I want to cover most of the center lid space and pack that in. Now, we haven't even done a crease color yet. I'm hoping we get to do, well, we're going to do all the eye positions. But I'm hoping that the crease color is kind of going to make it work. But if not, you know. All right, now I'm going to go back with the Color Supreme and kind of blend in quickly just the outer corner and the lid color, so it's gonna look a little bit more pigmented. I feel like this is like a pop, and then this one's kind of still just a little muted. Of course, I don't tap off the excess. Okay. This is the thing about having hooded eyelids, is that say if the color does go on top of the fold of your eyelid, you gotta like match it. You gotta match the intensity. It's like, dang, like, you know, sometimes it won't always look even. Okay, so far it's so good. I'm gonna keep on blending throughout the look. All right, now we're gonna move on to the next color. All right, having fun with the shaking part. Okay, so next color is Dream It. That is, ooh, okay, that's this blue color right here. There's a little bit of setting powder on it, but that's okay. Where are we gonna put Dream It? I don't know. Center lid. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so now we're gonna actually put on top of the white. I'm gonna find a smaller brush. Okay, we're gonna use this one. It's more of a dense lid brush. Make sure that there's any excess color out of it. I gotta wash these brushes. Okay. Okay. Curious to see how this blue is gonna look. Okay. Now I'm literally just putting the blue. Not putting too much of it. I'm just like putting it on halfway through the brush. And I'm being really careful with this color because this one can get fallout. I mean, I don't mind fallout too much. Granted, I always do my eyeshadow before my foundation, so that's probably why, but there's just a lot of workarounds behind it. Okay, let me get a little bit more in here. Of course, I'm not using my handheld mirror. That's smart, Melissa. There we go. Now I'm like, I could see. Okay. So when you first apply a pigmented color shadow like this, you don't want to focus too much on perfection of the placement of the color. You just want to put it on there. The perfection, or even not even, I don't even like the word perfection. The finessing, there we go, that's a better word to use. The finessing will come once you blend everything together. I'm just packing it in now. The thing about Anastasia shadows that I will call out is that they can get patchy, especially when you're using a certain primer. Hence, this is why a lot of people like to use concealer, because it blends in better. Me personally, I don't like using concealer because I have oily lids, and I feel like concealer can, at least the ones that I'm using right now, they're just a little too satiny. Unless it's like a matte concealer, that could probably work, but then a matte concealer will be too drying. So it's more just kind of the technique. Like, I know with this blue, I gotta blend a whole lot better compared to the other shadows. There's like patchiness like right down here, and I'm like trying to, okay, I think I got out of it. A little bit more. Usually what I do too, like, is if I mess up, like if I feel like it's looking messy, I definitely use my makeup wipes and wipe things off and just go back and fix them. Oh boy, it's definitely patching right now, and that's the creasing. It's because of the creasing of the eyeshadow base. All right, so it is falling out on my under eye. Thank God. It could be worse. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe it off. And I'm not too concerned about, I mean, I could always go back and fix the yellow. All right, I'm gonna go back and put more setting powder underneath. Right now I'm using the Lock-It setting powder. Definitely towards the end of the video, I am gonna definitely set my face, because girl, with all this setting powder, me drying the face out. Okay, we're gonna take a pause on the blue and just start fixing, like kind of just marrying these colors together. And just, I feel like with darker colors like these, it is a little tricky to work with. And that's why, like, you gotta take your time. And mind you, these are all matte, so we haven't, hopefully I get to do a shimmer, but we haven't gotten to a shimmer. You know, the purpose of this video is to kind of have fun. I mean, I don't normally, usually when I do a color eyeshadow look, I stick to just one. So the fact I'm doing a whole bunch makes it kind of fun. It's a whole lot of creasing. Sometimes I wonder if it's because I applied the primer with my finger as opposed to a brush, but then I don't even know if that would have made a difference. Okay. All right, we're gonna move on to another color. I'm definitely gonna keep blending and fixing throughout the video, as mentioned. All right, these little things, I try to put them in order so I can remember, but I think now I should be okay. Oh wait, before I even look at another color, let me fix the yellow really quick. I think more of the blue came on this side. Okay, still has more here, but it's gonna be okay. We're just, towards the end, I'm gonna blend it a whole lot better. Or who knows, I might just leave it there. We'll see. All right, next color. I think we have like three more eye positions left. Inspire. Yes, love this color. This is this gold bronze shade, Inspire. Where are we gonna put Inspire? Who knows? And we're gonna put Inspire in the inner, in the inner corner. Yes, that's where it's supposed to go. All right, so where's my eye swatch? I think that's like my favorite gold shade. Let me actually, I'm gonna wet this brush. This is, of course, you guys know the Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe, chamomile, and lavender. I have a whole bunch of these all over in my purse, in my room, office, everywhere. Just, I really love that facial spray a lot, and it's really affordable. Okay, we'll just put a little bit there. So even though I said inner corner, I'm supposed to actually put it a little bit there too. I just want to add it there in the first place. But now I'm gonna actually put it in inner, like my actual inner corner. Okay. My neighbors are blasting music. Me, hold on with the brush. See how I'm just doing a wash of that shimmer color. So I'm putting the shimmer color over the blue a little bit to marry them. Now we move on to the next eye. Definitely on the brush, it's picking up a lot of that blue, which is fine because they are next to each other. This eye looks a little bit better than the other eye. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna add a little bit more here, and then we're gonna work with the blue again. And then I'm actually gonna fix that inner corner a little bit. I feel like with this eye, it's a little more, a little messier. And this one's a lot cleaner. Just fixing that. All right, looks a little bit better. Now we're gonna work with the blue. I feel like the blue is the more trickier color, which I'm not surprised. I mean, I've used this palette before, and that was always my biggest issue. Right now I'm just packing the color in. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, guys, I was not expecting perfection with this. It's all about fun. Would I ever walk out with this kind of look? Probably not. But, you know, it's about having fun, creating looks, and just, you know, I've seen some other bomb looks for Pride. I'm like, damn, like I need to be on point. But I never really done a video. Well, obviously I never done a video, but like I never really done a look in commemoration for Pride. So, all right, this shadow, this side is like definitely the patchiest side, because as you guys can see, when I put the color, it kind of goes away. And I don't know if it's the white or what, the base. It's pretty tricky. All right, I'm just gonna go and put Supreme back on. Y'all gonna be like, what is she doing? All right. Okay. I don't know if I have to put. Why don't I actually? I'm gonna put Inspire. I'm gonna jog it out some more, because I feel like the blue, at least on this eye, is still like not trying to. Oh wait, I'm using the wrong brush. Just not trying to work. So I'm just gonna right, this brush is now, it's too wet. I'm just gonna use Inspire to kind of keep it together. And this is the finessing part. Okay. I want to leave this eye alone because I feel like this is as good as it's gonna get. But this eye, I really want to try to make the blue pop just a little bit more. Why don't we use a smaller brush? Like, let me see. Sometimes I wonder, do I have enough eyeshadow brushes? Like, this one I can't really use. That one has concealer on it. Let's try this small brush. No, I don't want to wet. It's a matte. I know I'm not using like the right brush for the lid, but it's really to kind of help bring out the blue. Okay. All right. Now we're gonna blend some more. I think we have 2 more eyeshadow positions to cover. I'm still working this yellow. I feel like on this side, the yellow's there. The other side, I'm kind of covering that blue. All right. Next color. I definitely want to fix this side. I'm just like looking like, I haven't even done a crease color yet. Is that crazy? All right. Next color is HOE. My favorite color, actually, it's this nice brown shade right here. Let's see where we put in this color at. Let's see. Yes, thank God. All right, it's gonna be my crease color. This is actually my crease color. This is where I normally put it. I think I'm gonna definitely redeem myself by using this, because this right now, this whole eye situation is looking a little crazy, but it's gonna come together now. Yeah, it's looking a whole lot better. And I'm just lightly dusting it. I'm lightly dusting it on using the windshield motion. This eye doesn't need too much of it because it's already looking good. I think this will help the blend better, but definitely this eye, I'm like, eh. You're not gonna see the color HOE too much, but it's all good. All good. Kind of looking a little brown. Okay. So now that we got a crease color on, I feel like it all goes back to this blue. It's the star of the video today. I'm just gonna focus it. I'm gonna focus it more on here. Okay. Still looking a little patchy, but you know. All right. All right, looking a little bit better. Now we're gonna go back to, I'm gonna use a smaller brush. We're gonna go back to this glitter. It's coming together, guys, coming together. Here. I think what I'm gonna take away from this video is that I should definitely play with more color looks, get more of a feel for it. When I just do regular like color looks, I just focus on one color. Sometimes maybe 2 or 3, but no more than like what I'm doing now. So okay, looks a little bit better. Okay, not bad, not bad. It's okay. Now all that's left is the brow bone color. I don't know, we already used the light colors on here, so I don't know what the hell we gonna do. All right, the next color is DDG. Ooh, that's this purple shimmery color. I don't think I've used this before. And yeah, that I think is supposed to go on the brow bone. Yeah, well, all right, how are we gonna do this? I think I'm gonna take a fluffy brush, something like this. I am gonna dust a little bit on, but instead of it, you know, I'm gonna make it cute. We're gonna have fun with this. Let me wet the brush. Grab some color. All right. I mean, if Pat McGrath could make it look good, so can I. I love her products. I mean, I haven't bought them yet, but that's like a goal, is to have some of her stuff. I do have one of her lip balms, but I don't have like a full thing of it. All right, I think if I do it like this, a little cute. Hopefully it could look on the other side too. So I'm applying this color very softly, and I'm doing this high above my crease. I'm working it in. This is definitely a fantasy like look right here. I'm like, this one is more. I'm gonna leave the rest of the brow bone space. I'm gonna just leave that alone so it could kind of look. I don't want to put purple all over me. Like, wait a minute, she has like skin behind that. Okay. Woo! Oh my goodness. It's okay. I mean, once I put a lip on, we gonna make it cute. This is just so different from what I normally do. All right, now we're gonna do a final blend. I would do a highlight, but I think with the way my eyes are looking, we're gonna just leave the eyes, let them have their moment. I think a highlight will be like, whoa. I don't know if I want to I think I might do a little eyeliner. I'm like, what's next? Okay, let me dust off setting powder. I know I definitely have to put some setting powder. All right, that completes the eyeshadow look. We're gonna quickly I'm gonna put some eyeliner, mascara. I'm gonna put in a lip. Right now for the eyeliner, I'm using the Morphe eye pencil in darkroom. I haven't used this. I'm just gonna put it on my waterline. And I'll just tightline a little bit. I don't typically use black eyeliner. I usually just use brown, but I was like, if I'm working with colors, I gotta tie it together. I don't typically even like tight lining, but today it's pretty good. I'm surprised. All right, now we're gonna set my face because the eyeliner's on. Okay, I'm just doing like my random last minute check-ins. Sorry guys, I had to find my brow gel. This is the Anastasia travel size 1. Like looking at myself like, whoa. This is the Almay multi-benefit mascara. It's waterproof. I haven't tried this. Someone gave it to me. I'm gonna see how this looks. Y'all already know I love my L'Oreal Voluminous one. So I'm curious to see how this one goes. I do like the brush head. I know that's the first thing I saw. And after using it, I'm like, okay, it could definitely work with this kind of brush head. Okay, I'm not gonna do the bottom lash at all. Actually, no, I'll do it. I don't really normally do the bottom lashes, but I'll do a little bit. Mascara is one of those products where you have to take your time using. For me, I'm like always in a rush and I'm like, whatever. All right, highlight. Should I add a highlight? You know what? Let's add a highlight. I feel like I can't say no to a highlight. Do I have one? I'm sorry, guys. I'm like, normally I have all my products laid out. I figured like, oh, I'm just gonna do eyeshadow, nothing else, but now I'm doing a whole bunch. For highlight, I'm gonna go stick to my typical bubbly one. This is the Anastasia Glow Kit from That Glow. I'm so sad that this one in particular is discontinued. It's like my favorite. Like I don't even think I could buy a refill for that shade alone. Maybe I could find something similar, but I'll just put a little bit of highlight there. Okay. All right. I could see why I should have done that. And now for lips, I'm gonna just keep it simple and wear lip gloss. And I'm picking it out of the Fenty Beauty mini lip gloss set. I believe they still sell this. I got this back in Christmas, so what shade do I want to use? I don't really want to use a color shade. You know what? Let's use this one, the clear one, just because it has blue and purple reflex. And I'm just gonna wear lip gloss. I'm not really gonna do a lip line. Very cute. Okay, alrighty. Now it's finally done. This is the final look. Honestly, I had fun. And yeah, like I'm looking at myself like, wow, would I really go out looking like this? I look like I guess Jessica Rabbit with the purple or something. Let me actually, hold on. There we go. All right guys, well thank you so much for watching this video. Again, I hope you guys have fun. I know I did, and let's just keep surviving and thriving. Let's just do our part. Let's re-educate ourselves, see how we can get involved, and not just for Black lives, but also LGBTQT lives. You know, like, let's use this time to not just celebrate and commemorate, but also educate, and not necessarily everybody, but ourselves. Like, let's empower ourselves to create change, even if it's just our, you know, our minds. So hope you guys have a great day. Happy Pride Month, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.